Peace, joy, and blessings be unto you, and 10,000 here. And the Lord said unto Satan, From whence comest thou? And Satan answered, Lord, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job? There is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil. See, some people think that was locked behind Jesus, or the Father's throne. They don't be in the earth that he's in hell right now. Nah, he be causing havoc. He causes havoc. The way he was talked about in Job's afflictions was that he was causing havoc and he was succeeding in causing to take down righteous men. Or even so, he was like basically saying, because he was asked, "Were you by God, our Father, the Yahshua? Where have you been coming? Where have you been?" He said, "From the earth, from walking around the earth." What that translation means. Also, the way he was saying is that okay, man, these men, man, they ain't nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I give him I give him to do stuff. He basically saying but they born to him. They like they're little challenge. They're challenged to him. He was saying most men were not challenged to him. So the Lord that God said, "Have you considered myself in Job?" Because Job was actually like that. You know, he was actually resisting them. So in resisting them and being like that, a strong test, much given required, much given, much required. So Job had to literally fight off Satan. And see, in these afflictions of people in the Bible, they made because they were spiritual. They had knowledge like who was doing it. Like Job knew he like his wife. You know, I don't know. No, only God knows what's in a man's heart. But he basically know that okay, God don't send that. God didn't send that. But he didn't say that. He just said, "Blessed be the Lord thy God." And he fell down worship. He rent his clothes and fell down worship. That means he basically tore them off and fell down worship the Lord and praised them because he lost all he had and he said, "Okay, all I have, well, I came in the world with nothing. I'm going to leave with nothing." Where you know now we leave with like spiritual gifts, not things like money or clothes. Now we're leaving trying to bring spiritual gifts, wisdom to heaven. So you do leave for something, but it's not a thing. It's a more so a spiritual gift. So in their afflictions, they probably this is my belief or this is my just guess. They knew it was a devil, maybe not Satan himself afflicting them, but some devil was doing something, or even that, even not so. The Lord that God basically people back then, even now they see it's different now because back then when you sin, you were iniquity. If you use something, then your house, your whole city, you might be even because might be a leader, might be leading people to hell if you were a leader and you not keeping commandments. If you might yourself just be like yoinked out of that, stoned, and out of that country or town, you get picked out, stoned, and okay, everybody's good now. That's if you were in iniquity, if you were sinning without repentance. So nowadays, the Lord, like, because this happened before with the flood. That's why the flood happened the first time, the great flood, because of the iniquity. Now, because of how it's going to work, the Lord, like God is, I mean, we still see judgment today. We still see it, like floods, natural disasters, earthquakes, well, large, smaller scale floods, but That might just be anyways. That's don't write off anything. Earthquakes, wildfires. That's judgment. So we still see some judgment, I guess. But like actually, like to the point the world is today, I know America is like the worst. I mean, one of the worst places. But it's a sin all over, even in Africa. But he's basically saying, there's not no one's gonna get blotted out. No one's it's gonna get fully reset in the way this world is going. He's not gonna not judge fully the nations yet. Nah, he's just gonna reset this time because first the water, right? It's even written in Levitical law. First the water, then the fire, or first the water, or anything that cannot stand the water goes to the fire, right? So that's how the earth was. Even the earth cannot stand that much water, but because the earth, he still wiped it, the earth cleaned it. But to save Noah and his sons, he let him build an ark. So water, the earth could still be rebuilt. Could just be just the gates would be closed again, and because they were all open and great flood happened. That's how the firmament happens. He closed the gates of heaven, and then the flood ceased, and the water went off the face of the earth and back into heaven, I guess. So also, why we see recycled water. Uh, so he still wanted he still liked Earth to still have a chance so he could rebuild it. Have the repopulate it. That's why he flooded it, then put it with fire. Now he said, Jesus, when Jesus come back the second time, because he's already risen, he's already resurrected, now he's in heaven. When he floods it this time, or when he destroys the earth this time and rebuilds it, it's going to be fire. We see the flood was a chance. That was mercy because Noah, his sons, they were saved. The earth wasn't destroyed with fire; it was just flooded with water. It was cleansed, basically, whole thing, entire thing cleansed. Now it's getting cleansed with fire. And that because iniquity of the world is so great, there's so more few righteous men compared to the rest of the population. It's getting with fire. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you this is my own personal theory. I mean, everything was supposed to happen, and you already knew it was going to happen. The earth was supposed to be just ours. It's supposed to be just rocking for men, basically. Mankind would get to have the earth, nothing against women, just be reading the Bible a lot, speech, also not that rule. Anyways, the earth was supposed to be just for men. Okay, heaven was for the angels and God, and then the earth was just, a little good spot, a little footstool, a little, place for the man. Well, a little footstool for the earth, for the Joshua, for the father, and for the men, get to rock there. But now, because this place get reset, you gotta earn your spot in the heaven, even earn your spot on the earth. Now you gotta earn your spot in heaven and the earth. Now you gotta earn your own. Now we have to re-earn our own. We have to re-earn our immortality. And a good thing out of this is, I guess we can have a chance to live in heaven instead of rocking on the earth. I mean, rocking on the earth would be good if it's righteous earth. People think there's people were people before Adam and Eve because like Christians still think there are people other than Adam before Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve were the first man and woman. How does that work? You can't be like going creation theory and evolution theory, bro. Don't work. Because if you try to do both, it creates contradictions in your faith, and then you gotta you gotta have to eventually choose one if you're called and chosen. I just think many are called, few are chosen because people could be called for the walk, but they don't answer. But also, because that's true, but also because you call, but you're like the chosen, like the elect, that can see and discern, like, oh, I'll be playing. That's fine. You call, you chose. So yeah, how Satan was saying it is he said basically saying these men, these born challenges to me. Send me someone he was not his because even Satan respects God, bro. Even he respects him because he knows the father will beat him with many stripes. He knows he's a son, still a son of God. So the father, everyone in heaven knows he's a father. Everyone knows to lower themselves to the Father only, also lower themselves to the Father always. But probably when they got there, do bow, because in heaven. Yeah, I mean, he said, okay, so these men, give me somebody harder. He's saying, okay, so no, he's saying to him, coming once to him from the earth, you get this, because the dialogue, I mean, you seem more direct, because I mean, it's all parts are important. He said, okay, I'm trying, I tried to men, they weren't really a challenge, they faltered easy. So Lord, like God gave him someone that would be strong to prove the might, to prove you can resist them. To prove, man, we got some filth too. You know what I'm saying? So I think because the Father did give him a dominion over all what Job had, and his seed will be counted what Job had. So it wasn't obvious. Job did sanctify his children because they had basically he tested his children. I would think maybe, and his children they had failed because they had cursed foolishly. They had sworn foolishly. So it seemed like his children failed, but Job being the father, sanctified them so they can still get to heaven. They're still righteous, so they still won't be destroyed at that time because that's how it worked. So because they uh, right. I mean, also because sanctifying they mean more so a sin, but also when you sanctify these righteous men, they were great. It's like you're gonna he, like a king, right? You're gonna say my child, huh? Like people, the parents be like today. He said, "What about my child?" Okay, you said little Johnny, little Timmy gets A's and hundreds. Okay, so little Timmy's well behaved. Oh, okay. Sir, that's not at all what I said. Oh, you said little Timmy, he probably gets extra snack time where he gets extra playtime tomorrow, right? He said little Timmy's probably the most behaved out of all the class, right? Right? That's what. Yep. That's basically the vibe. That's that's the vibe. How people be with their children. I didn't even notice that Job's children were tried. Yo, when y'all read about people having sisters and brothers, don't get discouraged because I know some of I think maybe the chosen ones be the odd ones out. I know some of y'all chosen ones be adopted, so don't be discouraged when people be having families. Your family is actually bigger. Not comparing, but like when we get adopted by a father or Yahshua, by Jesus, we get thousands, we get probably millions. No, I don't know. We get numberless children. We get numberless brothers. We get numberless mothers. Okay. My speech is good today. My strength went up 10 haze. I hewed the wood and I put it in the fire, and now it feels warm in here. Now I can hear 'cause I don't need the aid. Now I can hear 'cause I'm saved. Now I can see without the glasses. Ooh, and the window clean still. Now my pain is ease with the Father. Ooh, I can stake it still. Wait a minute. Ooh, I'm still like the water's calm. Calm like a morning brew. Calm like I don't need that coffee no more. Instead, I drink water, a favorable time, a favorable amount, and we keep the fast. And we keep a good face smiling, and we cheer, and we cheerful, not cheering. If y'all knew, since us, Jesus is described as black, right? And Jesus is black. Because the black people they're liking to claim Jesus now. More black people are claiming Jesus as black, accepting him as black, and people are accepting Jesus as black. Because some people like the scientists, those devil worshippers, they know he's black. You know, like the actual the top tier people, they'd be drawing Jesus as white and stuff. They made that map and image of Jesus, bruh. And they made him fat too, just to pass some more agenda. They made Peter fat just to make us to normalize some stuff even more. So since we know Jesus is black, right? Because if you claim the good, right, you gotta claim the bad too. You claim the blessings, you gotta claim the curses. When you're obedient, when also you're not being obedient. So if Jesus is black once more, then Satan is black. He called all the sons of God. So Jesus is black, so is Satan is black too. So he know that's why KFC is one of the largest brands. Cause he know black people like that fried chicken, bro. That's why the priest made they made more. See, even the priests, right, when they actually made the offerings, their fried chicken or their offerings would be more like stir fry, the natural like deep fried chicken and stuff. And the thing about KFC is though, is one, ate it. I haven't praise Jesus. I haven't eaten like a long time. It don't taste right. It tastes like it's not real chicken, but cause I used like when I was trying to become vegetarian, I relapsed, and I ate some food line chicken. Some That's why y'all gotta get your children out of the public school system, cause when I was trying to become vegetarian, also my fault for telling people, even being a child, yes, maybe not, but a woman tried to get me kept telling about how I should be eating fried chicken, how I should be eating chicken, like how I should be going back to meat. It almost always be a woman. The girls who probably support it, but like the grown woman be trying to tempt me to eat meat again. I'm like, huh? Because past being a vegetarian, when you're not publicizing it, or if you are and you stop and just be low key about it, that can be a thing for the Lord. Or even knowing it's that, because then it's gonna be hard if you keep it going. But that can be growing your spirit. Just be a vegetarian, just deny yourself of meat. Because when they say the same for meat, I think they might have meant like, yeah, they did. They meant meat as in like food. They just abstained from food. They weren't fasting. They just said, "I'm not eating food right now. I'm not eating it, bro. I'm focused on my work. I'm not eating." Was what Peter said, "Not eat meat. It's good for your health. Like, eat some like food, because meat means basically food. The meat of Christ, it means food." So yeah, it's always we see the reason why women don't talk in the church is because not for meanness, but for the safety of the church. One, this is a quick hot take. If a woman talk in the church, a sermon could preach because the woman be talking all throughout the sermon, which we see in the churches now. People be talking, they be murmuring though, because they still ain't like that though. They ain't like that. They be murmuring during the sermon while being delivered, as well as they always had the dark one, the wicked one, always had to use like wicked. Not a good name. It's not a good name. Don't say wicked. Satan had to use a woman. So if a woman's talking in church, if he can't jump in the men, anything in the church, who's going to jump in? Ask your husband after. A lot of people say I'm a different breed because the Hebrew men, we are a different breed. We made different, not because Hebrew women too. But now it's a different subject. I mean, Hebrew men, Hebrew Israelites, Africans in general, is made different. They a different kind of person. Now people are confused. Now they're real confused. You have evangelist or evangelism is a term for preacher. You might say, if you preaching, you preacher, you'll be called evangelist. A man will be an evangelist too. Now in the church they call evangelist a woman preacher. Huh? Yeah, that's interesting. See now some big pastor like T. Jakes, he let his children preach in the church because he's sanctified. Like Job, he's actually like that. He's strong, so he can discern. Okay, my child's sanctified. He ain't getting my job. Ah! So that's why. See, there were times when men spoke in the church, but they were like calling out, "Well, hey, that's not right." When you speak that thing, they're saying like, "Oh, that's out of pocket what you're saying." They were out of pocket still. I guess that might have been right because like, but see, people think now if a woman say that, say, "Oh, that's out of pocket." That's not right. There was a wife of a elder who gave himself to fast and prayer in the temples of yeah, basically spent all his time fasting and praying in the temple. And his wife was 200 years old. I think this was about the it wasn't the general. Maybe it might have been a story while Jesus was telling it about. But I think this was about the generation of Jesus. She was 200 years old. Sarai lived 100 years old. These children not gonna live past 120. That's what it was said because of how they treat themselves. So you could live to 120. I mean, I hope y'all live 300, 400, 500, 800. I don't care about my age as long as the Lord that God keeps me here. It's His will. Then I'm good. Then I'm good. See, I know some of these Pharisees reading from a satanic Bible. I know they got Satan. They got sacred knowledge. I always just trying to get through a Pharisee, talking to a Pharisee, and guess what, bro? I heard. I mean, this basically right. This is how twisted they be preaching as. They say you're not gonna know the times or the season, bro. You're not gonna know the time or the season. Pharisees, bro. This is how these had to deal with the times or the season. The Pharisee taught it. They spoke as a Pharisee, as an exact Pharisee. How Jesus told the Pharisees, "You will not, you Pharisees, you can turn the time. Okay, can you turn the season? You Pharisees, well, I can just turn the time and the season, but not the person's spirit." So this showed me we have modern day Pharisees walking around. We have legit, not even like Pharisee like spirits to like know the law, but not applying it. Not just them, but legit from the bloodline of Pharisees. Because there's a black people basically, they're Hebrew, they're Jews. If you go to Job, the book right before Job, forgive me, forgive me, forgive them. Right before Job, you get the book of Esther. The book of Esther talks about the Jews, how they literally describes the Christian and the Jews. So there's families that have like black families who who are hundreds of years old, still know their roots, still know some stories, right? And we know the Hebrews were or the Hebrew Israelites were enslaved in the 1700s. Black people were enslaved in the 1700s. So we know if these families hundreds of years old, go a little bit before that when the Pharisees because we know also the Puritans were Pharisees, but they weren't white, they were black. They were black Pharisees, they were black Puritans. I mean, also did say that those buckles would be given to someone else, but nah, they were black Puritans. They just wrote, they just, didn't draw them the way they were. They were supposed to be. These Pharisees still, their family still exists. These families still around. They still got that sacred knowledge. See, the thing is, some Pharisees, some of these Satanists, what they really are, they got they be witches and warlocks. A lot of the time, how it works is you age up by making sacrifices, but some ranks you can only get right. You can only get them by being a certain age. No matter how many satanic actions you commit or they commit, sorry, because chosen ones wouldn't do that. The only way they get attain a certain rank or a certain part in hierarchy is by being like a very elder, by getting like I think gray in the hair, or yeah, when they like basically get old, basically. So so don't be just say because they're old that or they're like the old person, they're respectful, they're righteous or holy, they got wisdom. Because a lot of these old heads, I know, old heads, they're not meek. They're like some 70, some 60, they some 80 sometimes. And then they're not meek. I tell them, well, I think they're elders just because they're old. It's the same problem Jesus had to face, or same thing Jesus told him. You think you're wise or got, so holy because you're old, because you're an elder? No. So respect all persons, but like they don't say that verse. They don't know the verse. They don't even know what they're talking about. They're just trying to like make themselves. I don't know, but the you know what I'm saying. They say respect the elders, bro. That you know respect. You know who said that's actually a Pharisee term, bro. That Pharisee, some a Pharisee would say, respect your elders, bro. Res- you know why they respect the elders? Cause if they respect the elders, bro, then if you don't respect the elders, you probably get persecuted. You probably get thrown in jail and stoned. Because the elders basically run a lot of things. Other than like the royalties, they're basically equivalent, like the social, like and law back then. And John was an elder. He was about the same age as Jesus. Yeah, because respect your man, bro. Respect your elders is a Pharisee term. The Pharisee would say and use. Respect all persons is first. See, people think because they're like 70, they're wise or got wisdom or got knowledge. But they wouldn't say they're smart or like or anything because it might be rude. But because they didn't study social proofs, they didn't gain knowledge while they're young. They spend their time, you know. Not all of them because I know like back in like the 1930s and 40s or 1950s. I don't 1950s for some of them. That'd be 60, 1930s and 40s that I know it was kind of like you had to be rich to basically get an education, or some people had to like most people did had to go work on a farm because you know their families and stuff. That's true, but they say then the why because they're old, but their spirit's not there. They never grew their spirit, even at some 80, some 70. Because you can grow, you can be called 70 or 70. Basically, Jesus saying this at any age you can be called. You can go, you know, you can get saved, you can repent, you can maybe even expect the Holy, yeah, accept the Holy Spirit. But these people that are 70, 80, there's a lot, sometimes be bitterness in them because, I mean, and then they professing to be wise. At this time in Joyce, when your Walmart manager be basically bullying you, because this happens in the states, not as bad because the regulation won't, you know, prevent it or allow as much. Because because your Walmart manager basically he's bad. Don't cover him because he he even though he's a manager, he's mad because he's a Walmart manager basically. He's not like you know corporate manager. So he treats the servants like he treats his his employees. His employees. That's what they call it now. His employees not so right. But the brothers they endure because you know like I got this job. They be thankful. They offer might offer a break at like a time where they could take the break, but because they're probably you know traffic, they're like it's kind of rushy or busy. They wouldn't take it because they're more concerned with helping people. Bruh, y'all don't pocket watch. This is a good thing known too. Do not pocket watch. A lot of YouTubers be saying they like broke because sometimes they are like even popular ones because they get the views but they get demonetized because they be having like real funny content but it gets copyrighted basically. So people be saying, "Oh, they rich." They're probably like, why? Oh. But nah, because you can still be like, well off, but not be rich. Or that's true. That's why we should seek the team to have you first. You can be rich, well off, but not rich. It can be like literally broke because YouTube, if YouTube is their job and they demonetize the videos. But thank the Lord, I didn't copyright. I don't get demonetized. If you will season your words with salt, you're less likely that to happen. And I see where they're coming from because a lot of people be like, YouTubers be like, why don't they monetize me? But a person that be like legitimately, if you think you front on YouTube, which is just porn on YouTube, which y'all should not be watching. I know what y'all be doing. Them challenges, y'all watching them dance challenges, bro. That's legit. That's bro. That's pornography. That's clothes pornography. TikTok challenge dances is clothes. That's all it is, bro. Don't girls be watching it to learn to dance, but they really just be coveting. Please don't do that if you're a girl. But men don't watch TikTok dances either. That's weird. That's weird. And also that's bro, that no. So TikTok dances. Don't put your time to learn them, don't watch them. When you're chosen, when you make up your own dance. Learn to just not judge people because we know people. These gives us eyes to see, who we're dealing with so we can fight them off. But don't call them out. Okay, so the Holy Spirit gives you discernment. You know what they're doing. You can see it, but don't call. If you call them out, you judge them, and you rebel them, then the whole process can get off you. Some people it's best not to talk to. Lord Jesus said, "Some you won't be able to wave to." But if you still gonna wave or just gonna say hi, keep it pushing. Say hi and keep it pushing. Like wave, say hey, hey, best friend. Keep it pushing. Say I'm best friend. How are you gonna say that? How you gonna say the bestie? I'm gonna wave the bestie. Just push out. Supposed to know what they ate for dinner last night. I'm supposed to know what toothpaste they use. So I'm supposed to know what socks they're gonna put on tomorrow. What you mean? How am gonna wave the bestie and just keep it moving? Cause your bestie, if they're not on the wall, they're not keeping it true. Then you gotta move. Sorry. If y'all like to be a pure heart, it sounds the most best thing to get in this world to me right now. A pure heart, if you want like say things to be like to purify your heart, anything that sounds like sappy, if you just sound like it'd be on a greeting card, that's pure heart. Think thoughts that seem like sappy, pure heart. Here's an example. Uh, and do not manipulate people with this either, bro. Cause pure heart, like when you're actually like saying these things, people it gravitates to people that don't have not experienced actual love. I mean, like not even like dating type love, but just like they never seen the spirit of love. Because actual love, without a covetousness, without agenda, it's a spirit. You gotta have a hope, gotta be a clean vessel to actually love, have love, to send love, to be love, or to have the spirit of love in you, love in your heart. You know. Telling dad jokes. Uh, even holding doors for people. If you think thoughts are holding doors for people, that's pure heart. Uh, stopping when you see someone on the street or pulled over. If someone pulled over, you stop. That's pure heart. Uh, mm, mm. Having lunch with somebody, having lunch, take giving your lunch hour to somebody else, like that go have lunch with not the coworkers, but like there's a hospital nearby. If there's somebody you see like maybe don't got a meal, they don't got the money to buy it, like in like seriously like homeless. If you go give your own child to go buy them a meal, have lunch with them, because people they're not being arrogant or anything, but it's just like I'm well, you just spend your time with somebody, they're being meek basically, so they wouldn't accept it right normally. So what you do is you go and you have lunch with them. You say, okay, if you want me to buy lunch for you, let's have lunch together, huh? Huh? Let's have lunch together. Also, might be like paying for someone else's groceries or the checkout. You got like that, but really, a lot of people got it. They got the money because it's if you got the time, you got like that. Mostly, sometimes you know what I'm saying, you'll see increase. You'll get it back if you're selfish, but you'll get it back. But you should, maybe pure heart wouldn't be concerned with getting it back. That's why. But anyways, people be got they have it. Some people like, oh, I already got it like that, and then they well, very well knowing they have the money, they just being stingy. So don't say like I don't got like that to pay someone else's groceries or pay for the next meal or next order for somebody. But instead say, oh y'all got to pay. Y'all got it like that. Y'all got money to have hair. Oh y'all got it like that. Y'all wearing an outfit today. Oh y'all got it like that. Y'all got y'all got time to eat inside. Y'all got it like that. You got a pencil. Y'all got it like that. You got $1. You got it like that. Don't ask me you got $1, but you got it like that, man. Who really got $1, bro? Y'all got it like that, bro. Y'all rich, bro. Y'all rich, bro. Come be, come, bro. Y'all must be a billionaire tycoon. Y'all must be doing like who walk around that much money? $1, bro. That's a lot of money, bro. I had to be bolder to that, man. I had to be bolder. 'Cause, that's a lot of money, bro. Let me see. What you use the napkins, bro? What? Y'all got it like that, man. Y'all got it like that. Cause y'all know that if you waste for in a restaurant, even though they're a big corporation, sometimes nah, that's something different. You got time to dry your hands. Y'all got it like that, bro. Y'all got it like that. You know how to tie your shoes. I wish, man, it would be so nice if I learned to tie my shoes as a child. I got straps, bro. Y'all got it like y'all got it like that. Y'all must have had a lot of time in your hands as a child. Y'all got it like that. Y'all got it like that. You what 2 plus 2 is, man. Y'all smart, bro. Y'all got it like that, bro. Y'all got it like that, bro. As a child, bro, if I had learned time to learn what 2 plus 2 is, bro, I'd probably be like rich like y'all, like you probably, bro. If I had a time to what 2 plus 2 is, bro, that'd be so nice if I had that much time as a child. What 2 plus 2 is, learn, go past 1 plus 1, bro. I probably could have become a millionaire tycoon like y'all, bro. But y'all put your show on the right way today. Y'all got like, bro, y'all geniuses, bro. Y'all, you a genius, bro. You took your time on your day to make sure your show is on the right way, bro. Man, you must be giving yourself the patience you deserve. I learned when you be patient, right? People see you as more important. They respect you more. But when you're just like walking like, oh, I gotta go. Well, who be like that? Not miss people, nah. People who don't got like that. Cause you patient like, nah, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be good. Nah. Appointment at 3, it's 2:05. We good. We good. Unless you want us on that, good ethics time, you were an hour early, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like you know, start being early to be early, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got it like that, bro. Bro, if you 5 minutes late, you early, bro. Just listen, bro. You 5 minutes late, bro. You early. Cause y'all got like that. Because I'm, like 15, bro. But 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Usually be 15 minutes late, bro. Cause y'all got to be 5 minutes late, bro. Man, y'all got it like that, bro. Y'all 15 seconds early, bro. I'm used, bro. Like y'all got it like that, bro. Cause me personally, I always like being 15 minutes. But anyways, bro. Nah, I like beer early. Like beer. That's cat like beer. How about that try hard? It comes like an hour. It's early, bro. Y'all got it like that, bro. Be that person that says that be hyping people up saying, "What y'all got shoes? Y'all got it like that, bro." What, bro? What, bro? Y'all got 2 eyebrows, bro. Be a person hype people up like you got 2 eyebrows. What, bro? Who got 2 eyebrows, bro? That's like whole to me. That seems whole. That seems perfectly healed to me, bro. What? Y'all got I got 2 feet. What, bro? Who would like that? Who really like that? They got 2 feet, bro. Who really got 2 feet these days, bro? Who really got 2 hands these days, bro? Who really got Who really got like all the teeth these days, bro? Who really got all? Who really got Bro, you sitting down right now? You standing up right now? You breathe air right now, bro? What, bro? Man, y'all like that, bro? Y'all like that, bro? Me personally, I breathe in water from my face, bro. You know, y'all got like that, bro. Y'all got y'all got like that. Yeah, I'm a bald heat, and so yeah, y'all got like that. Oh what, bro? Y'all got air conditioning, bro. Y'all got it like that, bro. Y'all got it like that, bro. Come be me, you know what I'm saying? But y'all got it like that. Well, you got grass in your mom, bro. Oh, y'all got it like that, bro. Y'all got it like that, bro. Bro, what you got a thing in your room, bro? You got like, and you use it though, bro. Y'all got it like that, bro. Y'all must be like, you know, what I'm saying like millionaires. You must probably be trillionaires and billionaires, bro. Your wardrobe probably, bro. Well, y'all listen to music, bro. Y'all must be on a different level of rich. Peace and blessings be unto you, be unto you, be unto you. It's the Queen Spring.